We are diving straight into the future with breaking news. Meta is deploying cutting-edge artificial intelligence to tackle a massive challenge in online safety. Learn how Meta's new AI-powered tools are actively identifying underage accounts and putting teens into age-appropriate experiences. This technology uses a whole variety of signals, from posts to visual cues, to ensure teens stay safe online. We break down exactly how this system works and what it means for the digital landscape. Media, and what that is doing to their emotional regulation and impulse control. We explore the findings and the massive implications for youth mental health. And finally, we close with a deep dive into the massive financial performance of Meta. See how AI-powered engagement is driving a strong quarter for Meta, leading to a massive surge in net income. We examine the growth in ad impressions, the impact of generative AI on creative tools, and the staggering capital expenditures Meta is making to power its future. Stay with us, because this is the full story. Meta is deploying advanced artificial intelligence tools to enhance its efforts in identifying underage accounts and ensuring teens are placed in age-appropriate experiences across its social media platforms. According to a spokesperson, these AI-powered age assurance tools go beyond simple self-reported birth dates by analyzing a wide variety of signals. Jennifer Hanley, Meta's head of safety, explained that the system now examines activity across profiles, posts, comments, and videos, alongside behavioral indicators such as posts about birthdays or school grades. Furthermore, the technology incorporates visual analysis to detect cues related to height or facial structure that may indicate a user is a child. The primary goal of this technology is to enforce age restrictions, ensuring that users under 13 are removed from standard experiences. Meta stated that if an account is flagged due to potential age misrepresentation, users will be directed into teen account settings, which include built-in safeguards like privacy protections, restricted messaging, time limits, and a new, age-appropriate content experience. For accounts flagged for age discrepancy, users will be prompted to verify their age. This verification process can involve providing an ID or utilizing partner technology like Yoti for facial age estimation. Meta emphasized that effective age verification is an ecosystem-wide challenge, suggesting that standardized solutions will require collaboration, potentially including government legislation, mandating age verification and parental approval at the App Store level. Meta also highlighted the availability of educational resources through its Family Center for parents and educators seeking more information on teen accounts and parental supervision tools. The company asserts that improving age assurance helps maintain user safety and builds parental confidence in platform protections. The recent Cannes annual Vanity Fair party was notably devoid of A-list celebrities, according to reports from Showbiz 411, although it drew high-profile guests. The event took place at a pop-up revival of Takeover restaurant on Cannes Beach. Showbiz 411 noted a significant scarcity of major stars such as De Niro, Ford, Fonda, Travolta, Vin Diesel, or James Franco this season, prompting speculation about where these figures might have been. The party shifted locations from its traditional venue at Hotel du Cap Eden Rock to the Takeover restaurant. Attendees included Vivi Nevo and Bernard Arnault, the head of LVMH. Highlights from the evening included a scene where a young woman was filming with Meta glasses while another individual used a bright light, suggesting a connection to Meta technology. Furthermore, the ruling family of Qatar was present at the event. One observer noted the presence of an ex-military type in civilian clothes, standing near a large Louis Vuitton item, observing the crowd with suspicion. Despite the lack of major film stars, attendees described the night as magical. Meanwhile, Charles Finch's dinner experience was also described as a departure from past events, as he has moved away from the traditional venues frequented by A-listers. The report also touched upon the nature of independent entertainment news outlets, such as Channel YouTube, which relies on advertising and reader donations to maintain its fact-based journalism. Washington, in a development raising serious concerns about the impact of social media on adolescent brain development, a landmark U.S. neuroscience study has revealed measurable structural changes in the brains of teenagers who spend 5 or more hours daily on social media. These changes were specifically noted in the amygdala and prefrontal cortex, regions critical for emotional regulation and impulse control. In a move that has drawn sharp criticism from experts, both Meta and Google have reportedly engaged in efforts to guide children's interaction with these platforms. Internal documents and public statements suggest that the tech giants enlisted established children's brands, including Sesame Street, Girl Scouts, and Highlights magazine, to develop and deliver lessons focused on responsible technology use and moderation. This initiative comes despite the fact that the companies have simultaneously designed applications that are engineered to keep young users engaged and minimize disconnection. The funding directed towards U.S. youth organizations, such as Sesame Workshop and the Girl Scouts, for creating online safety education materials has been a central point of contention among critics who warn of significant social media risks for developing minds. Meta reported a strong first quarter of 2026, driven by AI-powered engagement strategies that enhanced content personalization and ad targeting, leading to significant revenue and net income growth. Ad impressions across regions climbed 19% year-on-year, supported by increased user engagement and optimized ad loads, enabling the company to drive incremental conversions efficiently. The average ad price saw a 12% increase, boosted by better ad performance and favorable macroeconomic conditions, despite higher impression volumes from lower monetizing regions. Commerce remains Meta's largest ad vertical. Net income surged by 60.9% year-on-year to $26.8 billion in Q1 2026, although this was partially offset by rising depreciation, data center operating costs, and employee compensation. Excluding a $8 billion tax benefit, net income increased by 12.4% year-on-year to $18.7 billion. Reality Labs' revenue declined by 2.4% to $402 million, with the operating loss narrowing slightly to $4 billion, impacted by lower Quest headset sales, though revenue from AI smart glasses provided some offset. Key performance indicators highlighted significant improvements in ad recommendation models, which resulted in a 6% rise in landing page conversion rates and a 1.6% conversion lift from the adaptive ranking expansion on Facebook and Instagram. Advertisers utilizing generative AI creative tools doubled to over 8 million, with video generation features contributing to a conversion boost exceeding 3%. Partnership ads and value optimization, Suites also saw double year-over-year revenue growth, with annualized run rates of $10 billion and $20 billion, respectively. Capital expenditures, CapEx, were substantial at $19.8 billion, focused on server, data center, and network infrastructure investments. Meta raised its 2026 CapEx guidance to between $125 billion and $145 billion, driven by rising memory prices and data center needs, with a commitment of $107 billion for additional infrastructure capacity. The company is actively deploying over 1 GW of custom silicon co-developed with Broadcom, alongside AMD and NVIDIA systems. Looking ahead, Revenue for Q2 2026 is projected between $58 billion and $61 billion, benefiting from a 2% foreign exchange tailwind and the full quarter impact of less personalized ads in Europe. Operating income is expected to grow year-on-year, supported by plans for lower employee compensation in 2026 due to workforce reductions, partially offset by restructuring costs. Despite disruptions like the internet blackout in Iran and the WhatsApp ban in Russia, Meta's daily active user base surpassed 3.5 billion. Excluding these specific events, the company recorded net quarter-on-quarter user growth. Within the core platforms, Instagram and Facebook saw continued growth in daily and monthly active users, fueled by record video engagement. Over 30% of recommended Reels are now published on the same day, more than doubling year-on-year, and over 500 million users consume AI-translated videos weekly. Ranking improvements drove significant increases in time spent watching video content, with US and Canadian users spending 9% more time on Facebook videos in Q1 2026. WhatsApp and Messenger experienced growth in business AI adoption, with weekly conversations facilitated by business AIs surging to over 10 million. Threads continues its ascent, with daily active users exceeding 150 million, particularly in the US and Japan, as ad availability expands globally. Meta AI capabilities, enhanced by the Muse Spark integration, saw a double-digit increase in user sessions following the update. Furthermore, the number of daily AI glasses wearers tripled year-on-year, signaling strong interest in new wearables like the Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses Gen 2. CEO Mark Zuckerberg emphasized Meta's philosophy of scaling first and monetizing later for AI, noting that while Superintelligence Labs products are optimized for engagement, the focus remains on user utility. CFO Susan Lee defended high capex, attributing it to underestimated compute needs driven by AI demand, and confirmed Meta is using a mix of third-party cloud contracts and internal data centers to manage future AI workloads. In summary, Meta is strategically balancing heavy infrastructure investment in AI compute with near-term revenue generation through AI-powered ad targeting, expanding ad inventory and business messaging, while focusing long-term on scaling business agents and personal assistants for direct monetization.